listening to the LNZ podcast.
Hey, Zones, here's yet another podcast, just kind of a release, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. Watch Netanyahu today, and I have to tell you, I am so confused. I'm so confused with all of the politics, with all of the countries, with ISIL, with ISIS, with just everything. It's just beyond insane to me. But what I don't get is Nancy Pelosi. How dare she stand up and say that she was insulted by Netanyahu? I mean, a man who represents a group of people, the Jews, that know what it's like to be tortured on every possible level. For him to come out and in almost a paternal figure, give some advice. I don't believe he overstepped. I don't believe he meant to insult anybody. I mean, the greatest minds know, absorb the knowledge, get educated. Anything you can learn is a good thing. I know he was invited by the GOP or Kerry or whoever, and the president was pissed and it wasn't cool with him. I get there's all that junk in the middle of it. But the bottom line is to see these Dems that are supposed to be, along with the Republicans, in full support of Israel and the United States during what could be someone's dream caliphate, acting like a bunch of little bratty know-it-alls was absolutely repulsive to me. It really irked me. And I thought Bibi did a phenomenal job. I even liked his hair. I don't know if you noticed, but it was sort of like coiffed, where it had like that bump above the left ear, like it was so smooth, and then it kind of bumped down. Like he really tried his best to just be cute. And I mean, I think it could have been a little bit shorter. He tends to go on and on. But I thought he did a really exceptional job, and I felt very, very warmed by his speech. And I didn't feel like he was telling anybody what to do. I mean, he could not have walked on more eggshells, talking about how much, the president has done behind closed doors and that there's a real closeness. I mean, that's really all ISIS needs, is to think that there's a crack between Israel and, the United States. That's what they want. That's what they're creating. They want everything to blow up and be over. So I think it's really, really important that we stay unified and together. And no, I don't trust Iran, and I'd really prefer that they not have the capacity to do anything more than they're doing now. And they should be doing less than they're doing now. And again, I admit I'm not like, the great world traveler, but I am a mother, I'm a person, and I do have an opinion. And I got to tell you, I mean, I can't help but look at Nancy Pelosi and just think nice and easy, box 8B, medium gold brown. And her eyes, I mean, too many injectables. I was uncomfortable. I felt awkward looking at her, and to have her be insulted because she felt Netanyahu was trying to tell the great United States what to do. I mean, sincerely, your best friends sometimes come from an angle where they have some good advice. And I agree with Netanyahu. The enemy of your enemy is not your friend unless you're living in a total manipulative lying game. The enemy of your enemy does not like you either. Don't kid yourself. So that was definitely a good one for him. I was digging that one. And Twitter was all ablaze. And I have to tell you, it was so great to see so many I Love Israels. And it's funny because you're seeing like the Wall Street, WSJ, the Wall Street Journal, and CNN and Fox and all of these media outlets, all like a billion of these fractured media outlets trying to quote and make memes at the same time that the speech is going on. And all I can think about is the pressure to live tweet. It's unyielding. and yet it's fracturing. And, these media groups, they got to shave to save because there's just no growth. There's more every day. It's quite scary. Well, hopefully one day I'll have a real job and you get to listen to me on a real broadcast. But for now, I'm LNZ. I love you. Thanks so much for listening.